be a good person, be good, and don't live an Instagram life. Live real life.
Yeah, real life's way better.
Dog. That's the problem. Everybody's living this Instagram picture perfect life. Like, dog, that's not the way you're living, bro. Yeah. Like, just be real. Live life for real, for real.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Chris Headshots, and this is a conversation with, otherwise possibly might alternatively be an introduction to. This is BBOY Zeku. Zeku, what the fuck is your real name? Sorry, excuse my language. What's your real name, bro? I've known you for a long time.
Alex Rodriguez.
No,
I'm kidding.
Got me.
It's Sergio Garcia.
I fucking did know that. God damn it. I knew it was Sergio. I didn't know it was like Garcia. Who are you, man? What do you do? Where are you from? And how do I know you?
It's like really weird, like, to introduce myself. That's always been the weirdest thing to me. Or like when people like ask me, like, when people tell me like to write a bio, it's always been the most difficult thing to do, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like people should write those things for you, like from what they see, you know? So that's always been difficult. But to the viewer that's watching, my name is Zeku. I'm an artistic athlete, as I like to call it. You might know it as a b-boy or a breaker, or whatever the case may be. I breakdance. I'm sponsored by Monster Energy, founder of Breaking MIA, and I breakdance, man. That's what I do. Breakdance.
How long have I known you?
Known me for like 8 years, maybe.
And when was the last time I seen you?
Dude, I think the last time you saw me, bro, we shot that like concept video at your space that I had to shoot a video, like a solo.
Oh yeah.
Long time ago, bro.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
And then, so that was after the
San Diego.
The San Diego
Yeah,
trip.
that was after.
What was that, Battle of the Year?
No, that was a freestyle session where I won the kids battle.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. That was crazy, because that was a big like pivotal point in my fucking career. So that's crazy.
That was huge.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were gonna get into the adult battle. I thought that was happening for sure.
Yeah. But it's crazy because I ended up winning actually a freestyle session a couple years after. That's crazy, right?
Are you world champion yet?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, multiple.
What crew do you represent?
I represent Monster Energy Breakers and Future Force.
What was that other company? There was another company you were sponsored with prior. Are they no longer in? The Gorilla.
Oh, Silverback. Yeah, so they're no longer with the breaking scene.
Okay.
That's a good friend of mine, Steve Grams, up in Philly. Okay. And yeah, that was a whole big turning point in breaking when they kind of like pulled out. But good friend of mine. I keep in touch with him. But he was definitely one of the first people to ever like kind of believe in me in regards to like financially supporting what I was doing. Besides my very first sponsor, who was Hip Hop Mindset. They're based out of California. That's my boy Will. They have like a really dope brand going on. It was all about hip hop, and they just believed in a young kid, and they would fly me out to California to do shows with them. They'd send me gear. It was the coolest thing ever. I'm like 15 years old. I'm like receiving gear. Like it's like a dream, you know? I wasn't getting paid at that moment. You don't really care. You're just kind of like, cool, just add it to the portfolio. So they were like the very first ones.
How you said 15 you were sponsored? Yeah,
like 15, yeah.
So how did you get your first sponsorship? Actually, how old were you when you first started breaking?
I was 12.
And actually, we were talking just before...
right before the cameras were on.
Right before the cameras were on. And Pusha got you to start talking about the first time you started breaking. Mm-hmm. And Michael, can you tell that story real quick?
Yeah, well, actually, the first time I started breaking is a completely different story. When I could always head spin for some weird ass reason, dog. I could always head spin. So I was head spinning everywhere. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was. I kind of knew it would be called head spinning, but I didn't know the terminologies to breaking. I didn't know the correct music. I didn't know nothing. I knew nothing. But for some reason, I could just do it. And then one day, me and my boy Fusion, you know Fusion, mm-hmm. We were at his house. And like before that, we used to play basketball. And we're just like regular little hood kids that were just outside playing and causing ruckus and being idiots. And we saw the movie You Got Served. And bro, that movie right there, it's crazy. It's on Netflix right now. And I saw it like recently, and I was like, man, it's crazy to think that like these people came together to make this movie and had no idea what they would what would happen when they made that movie. Because it's not just me. They've inspired some of the best breakers in the world, like right now. Like without that movie, like Zeku wouldn't exist. So shout out to the producers and whoever made that movie, dog, because it changed my life for the better.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so saw the movie. They were battling it out for like $3,000, I think. It was something like that. The final battle was like $3K. And at that time, I'm growing up extremely poor, kind of like, just kind of hoping to eat a meal. And I was like, man, $3,000 for a dance battle? I was like, all right, let me put things into like reality. I was like, I'm like 5'3" at the time. I'm like, I'm definitely have no shot in the NBA for sure. I was like, I'm okay at basketball, but I don't got the height or anything like that. I was like, football probably is not really going to work out for me like that. I was like, but I love to dance. I was like, but these guys are battling for $3,000. $3,000 in 2010 was a lot of money. You get me? So I was like, man, I got to get into dancing. So me and Fusion, we come from the same environment, the same everything. We just looked at each other and we're like, bro, let's just do it. Like, let's just start training super hard. It was like night and day. Like, we cold turkey, just breaking fully, just became our life. It was every day training every day. And me and him have like a very brotherly like friendship, like related type of like friendship. Like, I used to live at his house for months, and then he'd come and live at my house for months, and our parents were just super cool with it because we were never involved in anything crazy. So thanks, like, Fusion is a big impact in my breaking career, even to this day. So,
that's what's up.
Yeah, that's pretty much the story.
All right. Damn. So, like, you started breaking. What was the first move that you had to learn how to do? Had to learn how to do?
Windmills, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, windmills. And it was extremely hard. Like, I think the reason why I am the way that I am is because, like, nothing was ever kind of just, like, easy for me. It took me a long time to learn. Like, Hype.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Like, Hype would pick shit up, like, a day of.
That's a car for sure.
It sounded like it hit something, right?
No, it sounded like it's, like, misfiring.
Oh.
Like,
no, I couldn't really hear it.
Okay.
But, like, Hype would learn stuff super quick. Mm-hmm. And then to me, that was super frustrating because I'm like, man, how's this little kid learning everything so quick? Like, why can't I pick it up? So, Fiend, who was my first ever, like, original teacher. You remember Fiend?
I do.
Yeah. So, Fiend was my first original teacher. And when he started teaching me, he had just finished tearing his ACL, if I'm not mistaken. So, he would just literally pick me up and take me to practice and sit there and try to teach me. But he couldn't show me. He could just kind of tell me. So, I struggled a lot with it. And I go home and I get on YouTube and I try to really learn it. And it's funny, out of all my friends, I was the last one to learn windmills. Like, Fusion learned windmills before me. Wings, I don't know if you remember Wings, Angel. Wings learned it before me. Everybody had windmills before me. I could not figure that shit out, bro. So, and it was like that with every move, though. Like, air flare. Hype had windmill air flare before I even had air flare.
Right.
Like, it was crazy. Like, it always took me a little bit longer than everybody to kind of learn the move. But it's like kind of like when you work for it, you appreciate it. So,
yep.
I feel like I appreciated my journey a lot. To this day, I appreciate my journey.
I'm so jealous you had YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous you had YouTube, man. I grew up on VHS, man. I had to stop it, rewind it, pause it. You get to click twice, bring it on your phone. Did you have it on your phone when you first started? No.
No. Yeah, I had a Nokia. You were playing like the Snake game.
Okay.
I caught like the end of like a slower era coming into like this new era of like fast technology and having a lot of access. So I think that's why I don't have that. I feel like it's a bad trait that a lot of young kids have nowadays. I still consider myself young. It's just instant gratification.
Yep. Like,
I didn't have that as a kid. Like, I didn't know what that was like till I was like 14 maybe. Like, whenever phones started to like really upgrade or whatever time that was, I don't want to say like an actual date because I don't know, but that's when I started to realize that things had come so fast. Because I remember even like having to make phone calls and all that stuff. It was a mission with Nokias and Razors and all that stuff. So
it's still a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Things still move slow, people.
Yeah.
People
compared to how it was, this shit's great. I'm not gonna lie.
So what's your main source of income at this particular moment?
Main source of income. I mean, my artistry is definitely my main source of income, my endorsement deals.
Okay.
So I don't really have like a main source because all of them kind of provide at the same time.
Okay.
from my endorsement deals to my businesses, partnerships. So
if you were telling kids to start breaking, where would you tell them to start?
Man, as in like where to go?
Yeah, so
it's biased, but I mean, definitely I would say I would recommend our company, Breaking MIA, just because it's built by somebody who, again, didn't have it super easy, and two, has been at a level that a lot of people I feel would aspire to be at, and has been able to secure a lot of the things that weren't tangible, like at the age that I got it. You know, you have to wait till you're a little bit older to be able to get like an endorsement deal and win titles. Like I think I'm the youngest sponsored breaker, the youngest breaker to go on like a winning streak of like the top biggest events. So like I have a couple of like little things that I feel solidified my blueprint in the sense of like it works. And then like we have Dougie like coming up now under that blueprint, and Yanel coming under that blueprint. So, and it's working, you know, like they're doing great.
And you're sponsoring them as well.
So I don't sponsor them. They're actually in with the company Breaking MIA.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. They work there. That's like their thing. So Breaking MIA was created to have like a platform for breakers to not just have like I just have to compete. That's the only way I can make money.
Right.
Or I get sponsored. I'm very realistic when it comes to things, and I have a weird relationship with it because I'm very realistic, but I'm also very optimistic. Like where I can find a different way to make it happen, but whatever the goal is gonna happen. I might not happen the way I told you it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen regardless. Right. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So with them, it's like they're the blueprint in the sense of like when I was Dougie's age, 17, Yanel's 18 now, I was street performing to make money. Street performing, getting into fights, like doing stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing. You feel me?
Yep.
Getting kicked out of anywhere and everywhere because you couldn't do that. You know, being all dirty and body all beat up, bro. Like
on cement.
Yeah, on cement. And it was on the daily. You know, and when you're talking about street performing, that's street money. You're dealing with street dudes. You know, so I'm over here with Fusion, 15 years old, paying these grown men and like sometimes having to take money from them because they didn't show up on time or because they were wearing the wrong outfit. So that led to a lot of problems, you know.
We're understanding boss life a little early.
Yeah. So I knew that I was like, okay, I don't want to like do this forever because there's people that still do that, and I don't knock their hustle, you know, do what you do, but I was doing that to get a better life, you know, because, dude, it was crazy. At like 16, 15 years old, dude, street performing, we were making a lot of money, bro. Like, a lot. Like, I was able to buy my first car off of street hitting. So, like, we were making a good amount of money. But I knew that wasn't the way I wanted to, like, stay, you know. I would see these guys in, like, nice suits and Rolexes and stuff like that. And I'd always ask them, like, yo, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? And it'd always go back to business, entrepreneurship. Oh, I own this. I own that. I own this. I was like, man, I got to own something. I got to get into that. That's where it's at.
Yeah, I was going to say dance life was super, super important for me trying to, like, build confidence. But, dude, what you did, like, you're the first group out of, like, my generation did not make money. I mean, we did bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, weddings.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that, but nothing else.
Yeah. And it's not consistent. That's the thing.
Yeah, it was not consistent, especially right now.
No, yeah, but that's the thing is like times like these, like COVID, where your income is dependent off of somebody else. And if they're not innovative and they don't know how to switch their business or assimilate their business to what's going on, you're going to struggle from that. But if I'm the owner, nobody's going to struggle because I don't want to struggle.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
1,000%.
So that's the reason why. Like I learned early on that I never wanted my income to be dependent of somebody else. Like even, you know, the amazing partnership and endorsement that I have with Monster Energy, like with them, you know, we signed a great contract with them, you know, where they take care of us regardless of what our situation is, you know. So they're a great company, man, and I try to do that with every company that I work with, you know. Be understanding on a human level, because I feel like sometimes people take it too business to the point where it's kind of like it's unattractive at that point, you know.
It's no longer fun.
It's no longer fun, and I like to just do shit that I can wake up in the morning and like have fun, you know. Like,
but you still sign a contract at the end of it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. No, of course. That's a multi-billion-dollar company. They're not just gonna be like, all right, buddy, go ahead.
I wish I had gotten into signing contracts at an earlier age.
Yeah.
You have a podcast as well.
Yeah.
What's the name of your podcast?
Breaking Business without the G. So breaking stops at the N and business.
And so who are the types of people that you have on your podcast at this particular moment?
So as of right now, we have a Monster Energy sponsored barber. His name is June. We have Moy, who is actually the founder of the Monster Energy Breakers program. He's the one that introduced Monster Energy to breaking. He's one of my biggest mentors. He's the founder of Break Free Worldwide. The company's doing amazing. That's another platform that I would suggest people to go to learn about breaking. Break Free Worldwide. They're amazing. They're based out of Houston. The guy's like wrecking shop right now in the breaking
nasty.
game. Hey, he's nasty. I think he's like your age. He's nasty. And he's an amazing businessman. I mean, like, his company is
skyrocketing.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's awesome, man.
Man, multiple locations. He's doing an award show for breaking. Like, dude, the guy is, man, I take my hat off to that guy every day. And I think I shout him out like every podcast. We have Logistics, who is a Red Bull sponsored athlete. She's a B girl, one of the youngest B girls to win like a really big event. Mm-hmm. Who do we have? We have Atomic. He's like a Miami legend, the dude.
The graph
dude. Yeah, we had Atomic on. We had him via Skype during the whole COVID thing.
Okay.
We had him via Skype, and then we have a very little interesting podcast pending with a high name, but I don't want to put it out there until it gets released. But we have a high level celebrity business entrepreneur.
When will it be dropped?
We're looking at January.
Okay,
We're looking at January.
So they should look out for this in January.
Yeah.
Or the January one, depending on which one drops first. Mine or his, but mine will probably drop first.
Yeah, most probably.
That's awesome. All right, so the conversations that you have for business are awesome. They're going to be, generated towards all businesses, or specifically the breakdancing business and how to make money?
Nah. So every business. So we the title that has breaking business, it definitely stems the breaking portion stems from breakdancing, because that's what allows me to know these people, to be able to have these conversations. But when I got into business, I realized that breaking had nothing to do with it, and the way I approach business and breaking is totally different than business out in the real world. Like what you said, contracts and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. I didn't learn that through breaking. I learned that through like other gigs, like acting and like dancing for like a high level celebrity or whatever. Then you sign a contract. But through breaking directly, I didn't really learn anything about that. So like I was telling you before the cameras turned on, like how you know all these high level or high profile individuals, and you have these conversations with them, and then I bet at the end of it you're like, damn, this shit should have been recorded. Yep. So it's the same thing with us. So we like to get mostly people who built their empire, as I would like to say, from grassroots. So we don't really, I don't mind having somebody who's kind of been handed off, like a fully built business, because I know that's difficult as well. Mm-hmm. But I feel like my audience doesn't really relate to that. My audience follows me because I've built it from like the bottom, from like scratch. You've seen it. Rags
to riches, essentially.
Yeah, no riches yet, but
you're on your way, bro.
We're on the way.
Yeah, man, you're on your way.
We're on the way. So I like to sit down and talk to people like that, and especially the one that's dropping in January with this particular individual. Like, this man has built it from the bottom and put people on, and like that's what I stand for, and that's what I like to do. Like come up, reach around, bring somebody up with you. And keep it within your team, like the same people that you came up with.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Who got you in? How'd you get into Future Force?
I got into Future Force through Fiend. Yeah, Fiend is the one that kind of made the introduction into Future Force.
Who'd you have to battle to get in?
A bunch of y'all. A bunch of y'all. I had to battle a bunch of y'all. And what's crazy is I think I was the last person who got battled in. After that kind of like...
That doesn't exist? That was like hazing for us.
Yeah, which is crazy because I felt that I feel like you need to do that though. Like I feel like you need to do that. And like I didn't get put down right away either. It took a while for me to get put down. I think that's also a big thing that for any crew they should think about moving forward, because I see a lot of like new crew members like in every crew, and they don't last because like they
didn't have to put in.
Yeah, I saw a quote the other day that I was like, man, this is true, man. And like, I need to start doing it as well. Like, people need to start auditioning, bro. Like, to just be around me, bro, like, you need to audition. Like, I need to see you a little bit and all that stuff before I can even fully like mess with you like that, you know?
Who put you on? So like so if you're gonna audition, right? Like who put you on into Future Force? Like how'd you come up to? You just were hanging around Fiend?
Well, no. I was breaking at Catalyst, and then Fiend saw me, and then Fiend was like, "Yo, you should come and break with us." And then he was teaching at this place called 6th Street Studio, and it was like right in the hood, right where I live, Little Havana, and it was for like underprivileged kids. So he was teaching a free class, and again, my mom didn't have no time money at that time, so I'd go there and take that free class. It was Friday nights, and then I'd go, and then Jet showed up one day. And then Jet was like, "Oh, you know, we practice at Catalyst on this day," because I wasn't always able to go to Catalyst. So then he told me the day that you guys would go practice. So then I just started going, and then I met D one day, and he asked me what my b-boy name was, and I was like, Spin. he was like, "Why?" And I was like, "Cause I spin a lot." I was like, "I got head spins, back spin, I got everything." He was like, "No, there's a b-boy that already exists." Shout out to b-boy Spin. He's like, "I'm gonna give you a name, Zeku," and at that moment, I'm illiterate, hood. Like I spell like U with just like the letter U and like 2 with just the number 2. Like that's how I spoke everything. So he gives me the name, and I look at him and I go, "Bet, sounds dope. I'm keeping it." I run to my brother. I'm like, "Yo, I got a new name." He's like, "What is it?" I was like, "Hold on." I go back to D. He tells me Zeku. I was like, "All right, bet, Zeku." I get to my brother and I go, "Zeku." I was like, "That's my name, Zeku." And he's like, "I don't know what it means, but it sounds dope." And yo, from there, like the rest is history, bro. Like to where we took the name, it's fucking crazy, bro. I would have never, like I could have thought it, but it's crazy to think about that. We're actually sitting here having the conversation about it.
Yeah, man, I seen you come up. It's crazy to see you go from, I mean, and you're still on your way up, bro. Yeah. Actually, what's kind of cool about this whole thing is like all of the people that I'm hanging around with, they're all like, if I was around you at some point, you're all doing it right now. How many, at this particular age, how many of your friends are doing the same thing you're doing? Or you're friends with all of the elites anyway, right? Like all of your friends have come up with you? Have you had to cut the fat?
Yeah. I think that's been the biggest. I wouldn't say so much. Yeah, I would say like disappointing factor of kind of like coming up, just because like I did hang around like knuckleheads, and I did hang around like people who just aren't up to that pace of life, you know, because it's not easy. It's not easy moving at this pace unless, you know, you're doing it, because then you can understand it. But I've definitely had to cut off a lot of people, a lot of close people who I thought, you know, I would never, just because, man, envy is like a real thing, dude. Envy is a real thing, and it sucks because like everything that I have, I give.
Right.
Like I give, and if I can help anybody out, I do my best to help everybody out. I've put myself in terrible positions by helping people financially, everything. I've put myself in those positions multiple times for people who at the end of the day wouldn't even just show up for me. You feel what I'm saying? So that taught me early on to kind of cut off people. Thankfully, I was able to learn that early. But my main circle of friends, it's still the same, and a lot of them are like normal, you know, they work jobs and stuff like that. Like Fusion, he's an aspiring architect, so he's like in school for architecture. He actually works with us.
Is he in school right now?
Yeah, he's in school, yeah.
That's what's up.
But he works with us at Breaking MI. He's our graphic designer. So my friends don't do exactly what I do, not all of them, but a lot of them, they either like work with us or, you know, we keep them in the loop by, you know, providing. So my goal is to not change your circle of friends, just kind of change the environment. You know, if we're all broke, then all right, that doesn't mean we don't have to be friends. Like, let's stay friends and let's just make some money.
Yeah.
So
when he needs to meet somebody, I got the baddest architect as my neighbor.
Oh,
right
really?
Down the street. Yeah, this dude Skyworks, man. He's legit. I'll put you on to him.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, he would appreciate that. Yeah, he's doing good, man. He's doing like an internship right now with some guy named Jelpy. He's helping him out. And then Hype's dad, Quickie, he has a homeboy named Miguel that's like helping him out too, man. So he's in the right hands.
Beautiful.
Yeah, he's good. And he's a hard worker, dude. That's why me and him to this day we're so close, because hard worker.
What time is your morning check-in?
It ranges, man. Honestly, I've been able to like take it a little bit cooler now. It's anywhere from like 6 to 8 in the morning. It depends.
Okay, so it fluctuates.
Yeah, it fluctuates. I used to be hardcore like 5:30, 6 a.m., but I started to feel.
But you got a win under your belt, and so you're just taking it a little cheap.
No, what's crazy is I continued that as I was winning, and then when there was like an off season where like everything kind of went down for like a month or so, my body had like a really bad shutdown. Ended up in the hospital. Like, yeah, it was bad, and it was because of my like lack of rest.
When did you end up in the hospital?
Like last year in November. I just came back from China.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I came back from China. It was my last trip, and mentally I knew it was my last trip. So I think mentally I knew, and it sent like all that energy to my body.
Did you have like asthma, pneumonia?
No.
Would you?
I don't know. They didn't know what I had. They
wow.
tested me for everything. They tested me for everything. They did a spinal tap on me and everything, and they didn't know what it was. He was just like, man, I think you reached the point of exhaustion, exhausted, dude. You're exhausted. And it was true, man. I'm so used to like going to sleep at 1 o'clock in the morning, waking up at 5.
You were traveling the world though, right?
Yeah, I was traveling like every week.
Doing B-boy workshops?
Well, I was actually, it was crazy. Last year, there was the year that I won like every single big one-on-one event. And it was the same year that I was doing my free workshops for Latin America. So I was flying into like France, winning battle of the year, and then going home for 2 days, and then flying to Colombia and teaching like a big workshop, and then doing it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. And I was wrecked, dude.
It's gotta be the coolest thing in the world, bro.
It was fun, man.
To win battle of the year in France.
Yeah.
You know, some of the nastiest b-boys come out of France. Growing up, like that was the nastiest style. Not power, because that's the Koreans and the Russians. Yeah. But damn.
Yeah. So
you got some dope pictures of you in front of the Eiffel Tower breaking, please.
No, I don't actually. I'm like,
what?
Yo, and I need to stop doing that when I travel. Cause I'm like my boy Gravity from Phoenix, excuse me, he put the best caption. Like, when you call us, I mean, it depends on who you call. Like me personally, when you call me to an event, you're like hiring me as like a contract killer. Like you're hiring me to do a job. You're hiring me to go and win. That's it. I don't care about your city. I don't care about what y'all food. I don't care about what y'all got to offer. You invited me to win. I'm going to go over there and win. So I literally would just go to my hotel, sleep, wake up, find the healthiest spots to eat at, eat there, maybe walk a little bit, and just sleep and practice until the day of the battle. But I believe is the reason why when I would battle everybody, it was abuse. Because I was the only one that was like taking it serious. Everybody would be out like in China. Everybody would be at like the black market or whatever you call it.
Yeah, no. You're supposed to like have some days after.
Yeah.
Maybe a day after.
But that's the thing is, on top of being a breaker, I'm also an entrepreneur. So I have to get back home to my businesses that were just being built.
Oh yeah.
You get me? So
how many years in are your businesses?
For Breaking MIA, we're 4 years in. Our Boca residency is it's a baby. It's a year in. The MMA gym is 3 years in. Our podcast is about a year in. Everything's kind of between that 1 to 4 years.
You're just rounding the curve of like completely established.
Yeah.
Right? Like I feel like the 5 years. Once you're settled into a place for 5 years.
Yeah.
That's when everybody goes, oh, they ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Right?
Nah, I feel that we felt that since the day we opened up. Like we're not going nowhere, man. We're not going nowhere. I think that's like a bad and a good trait of mine. Once I do something,
You're just gonna dominate it.
It has to work. It has to work.
I've done a lot of things, and then some of them worked, some of them didn't.
That's normal. Yeah.
Super stoked this shit worked out.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was like, thank you for headshots.
Yeah. It's crazy though how like because everybody has their niche, you know. Like, dude, like headshots, bro. I would have never thought of that shit, bro. Like that is. And that's your bread and butter, dude.
This is my bread and butter. I never in a million years would have imagined that this was the way it was going to be.
Really?
Yeah.
What was like your?
I thought I was going to be a photo editor when I was in high school for or a graphic designer. Nope.
No.
Close, But no, a lot of the tools, same tools. Then I thought I was like, oh, I thought I was gonna be I thought I was gonna own a bar mitzvah company.
Really?
Yeah,
It's
I
not
was
bad,
like,
though. There's
yeah.
money
And then
there.
I got put on the mic and acted like Bunny Rabbit. Choke.
Dang.
Yeah, I couldn't talk. I couldn't yell at kids. That was basically it. I was just. Did you ever?
Yeah, I did like 4 and I was out. That's not my thing.
Did you work with Dale?
I think
Or
maybe
James?
I think maybe like once I worked with this dude. Honestly, I don't like. I've
Oh, then don't.
no, it's cool. To this day, I don't think we ever like fix things, but like I don't even know who he is. But he's like, you probably know. He's short, like short little white dude.
Don't know.
Yeah, and it was like my last one. I worked through Adam Mack, and Adam Mack is like my boy. So I was like, you know, he put me on. I'm thinking like, oh yeah, for sure, I'm gonna do it. At this point, I'm like 16, so yeah, I'm like almost their age because they're turning like 14 or something like that, or 15, something like that. They're turning like 14 or 15.
13.
Something like that, yeah. So like 16, I'm already a little bit far out, you know. I'm a little bit far out. When I was 13 doing the mitzvahs, it was fun, you know, because I was the age.
Yeah.
I was having a blast, and I was the star, you know. I was dancing. 14, I'm still in there. 15, I don't know.
This is not where I want to be.
16, I'm deep. Like, I'm far out. I'm far out. Because at 16, I'm like 19. So, like, I'm far out. And I get to this mitzvah, dude. Oh, my God. I get to this mitzvah. And the dude was like, you can't eat. You have to ask permission to use the bathroom. If a kid, like, insults you or whatever, you need to, like, bite your tongue and not say anything. And I looked at the dude, and I was like, that's not gonna happen. Like, I'm here to do it, you know, and I hope a kid doesn't insult me, and I hope I don't get hungry, and I hope I don't have to use the bathroom, because if any of those 3 things occur, I'm gonna do it. I was like, I'm gonna do it, dog. Like, relax. You're paying me like $250, dog. Like, chill. You feel me?
Yo, I used to think that was so much, too.
Bro, I used to think $250 was great, bro. So
for 4 hours?
Yeah, and then hopefully they tip you like 60 or something like that.
Oh my God.
So like the dude, I think I went to like a group of kids because they wanted to like play a game, and I went to a group of kids and I was like, yo, come on guys, I was like, let's go play. And I'm like very like cool, standoff, like I'm just like chilling, you know. I don't come off as aggressive or overly hyped. And I'm like, yo, come on guys, they want y'all to play a game, like let's just make this easy, let's just go over there. Y'all don't even gotta play, but just come with me at least. And they just looked at me and they just stared at me. And I was like, I bet y'all can stay. And I just walked away. The dude on the mic
Lost it.
like scram at me on the mic. Oh man, I walked out. That's Adam Mack. I just walked out. He was like, I forgot if he called me Sergio or Zeku, but he was like, Zeku, what are you doing? I told you to bring those kids over here. On the mic. On the mic. I looked at him and I just went like this. I walked outside. I grabbed my phone. I called Adam Mack, and I'm like, yo, buddy's tripping. This dude screamed at me. Bro, at that time, I didn't even have a car, so I wasn't even going to be able to go anywhere. Yeah. So Adam Mack had to come pick me up. Yeah.
Wow.
Last mitzvah ever.
Yeah, that was gangster.
Yeah, last mitzvah ever. That man was tripping.
I just took it. I'd let Dale just yell at me, yo, go grab that mitzvah mom. Okay. I'm gonna go grab her.
Hell no. Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it. But I was dancing with the adults, not with the kids.
Yeah.
I was the tall one in the crew. That was way easier for me.
For me, it's just like I don't speak to nobody like that. So I can't speak. If somebody speaks to me like that, like at the end of the day, bro, like you're human, dog.
Yeah.
Like we're both the same. Relax.
Respect. You got the mic, bro. Chill.
Yeah, if I take that mic away, you have nothing else to offer, dog. Like, at least I can dance.
Yo, I was just gonna say.
You know? Like, you're just gonna stand there with a big-ass bow tie, bro. Like, that's it.
Yo, I'm gonna dance, and you're gonna just sit there.
Yeah, facts. So that's how I think. I get real logical with shit, bro. I'm like, man, listen.
What are your 2021 goals?
2021 goals. Well, I mean, breaking is officially an Olympic sport. So, yeah.
Congratulations.
Big. Thanks, man. It's big. Yeah. Congratulations to you, too.
Yeah, man. I feel, but you made it happen, bro. Yeah. I just watched it.
So, it's dope, man. Olympics 2024, Zeku, I'll be there, gold champion. You already know.
Yeah.
Written in stone.
I'm showing up, too, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
Oh,
100% I'm going.
Hell yeah.
I will see you there.
Hell yeah.
I don't care if I've got to sell my left. Let's go with kidney.
I know where you're going though. Definitely one of my goals for 2021 is recovery. Like that's why like now my sleeping is anywhere from like 6 to 8 a.m. because I'm really trying to see how effective sleeping more is to my body, because I've never felt it. I've always been great off 4 or 5 hours. So now I'm trying to sleep like 6 and shit like that.
Do you use Blinkist at all?
What's that?
It's like a. Do you ever use Cliff Notes?
No.
Okay. If you don't want to read a book,
Yeah.
you got a test. You would use Cliff Notes.
Oh, is that all the answers? Yeah. Right?
Ish. It was like it's a summary of the book, and so there's audio. Right, you could listen to an audiobook. It's probably the best way to listen to it. Yeah. But if you just want to get the quick 15-minute version, Blinkist does a quick 15-minute breakdown of what it is that like is at the essence or the root of whatever.
That's dope.
It's great.
That's smart.
And so
shout out to that person.
They might be a great sponsor for you on your podcast, just in general, because I know they do that. Yeah. But the reason I'm bringing it up is there's a book on sleep that I just listened to that I'll put you onto.
Yeah, please, bro.
And it's
important as shit.
Phenomenal.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
it's important.
It's
right?
very and breathing through your nose is super important too. Yeah. So there's one on breath and one on sleep. Yeah. Breathing through your nose one, my buddy Joey Wright just put me onto, and I have to actually listen to the Blinkist.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna go to a breathing class this Tuesday. It's like just like a class on breathing. I have a pretty good breathing pattern. I feel like that's why my stamina is pretty good. I figured that out pretty early. But sleeping, bro, it's been the hardest thing. Not because I can't go to sleep, because I'm ready to go to sleep. Like, if right now I put my head down, I'm going to sleep. Like, I'm tired.
Oh, wow.
But the thing is, I have so much things to do on a daily basis that I can't sleep 7 hours, bro. Like, it's unrealistic.
Now's the time to put it in anyway.
Yeah.
While you're young and you can.
But that's the thing is, like, I'm not the typical 22-year-old, dog. That's what sucks. You feel me?
Don't be.
Yeah. So.
Don't be, please. So, no, I always told you, do not be like me. Right? Go be great.
Yeah. So for me, it's like I don't really mind it. I just don't want it to affect my athletic performance. At the end of the day, that's what I care about. I love the businesses that I'm involved with, and everybody who I'm involved in it with. But at the end of the day, like, breaking at a high level for years to come is the priority. So if I have to put some business things to the side sometimes to get some sleep, I'll do it, no problem now.
Do you do yoga?
I was doing it for a little bit. I was going to this place called like Yoga Connection or something like that. It's really good. It was a really good place. But I couldn't keep up with it, man. I can't do yoga early in the day. Like, my yoga has to be at the end of my day. Have you ever done yoga before?
Yes.
That shit puts me to sleep.
Oh, you got to do it in the morning, bro.
I do it that's what I was doing. I was doing it early.
Are you doing it in the hot room?
In the hot room, yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
Really? No energy?
No, dude. Ready to go to sleep.
Were they moving fast or slow?
Slow.
Ah, dude, that's slow. The difference. Instead
deep stretches, bro. Stupid deep.
Heard. I'm thinking more like fast, speedy yoga to be able to I don't know, that's what all the girls are doing in this place down here over at the yoga joint. But because it's fast, it gives you way more energy. You're moving from pose to pose to pose.
Possibly, yeah. Good work, yeah. But I was doing it early in the morning, bro. I was ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
Like, I stretch after practice, so that's why I don't consider it yoga. But like, I train and then I stretch. So when I'm done stretching, I feel like high. Like, I feel like I'm on a high when I'm done stretching, because of like the deep stretching, the breaths, counting, and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And I put like meditation music on, like, in the back. So I get into like a real, like, it's more of like meditation more than yoga, which I think yoga is a form of meditation, right?
So yoga, I was a yoga instructor. Hey, shout out to Jimmy Barkin.
Yeah. Some real shit.
Yeah, dude.
That's fine.
I was a yoga instructor, licensed massage therapist. I tried everything before I became a headshot photographer. I was like, ooh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Breakdancing is not paying my bills. That was the big thing. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was working at nightclubs. I was just dancing in general.
Yeah.
Could not. I remember there was a TV show with Jennifer Lopez had like made like some show about like dancers trying to make it. And I was like, if these people who dance way better than me are struggling,
I'm going to be here for a minute.
I'm going to have some problems. I need to switch it up.
Oh, no.
But, what was I saying? Oh, yoga. So, yoga is supposed to be like I taught hatha, which is hot yoga, like from a Bikram lineage, and it's supposed to be like hitting a hammer against an anvil, and the idea is to be able to calm the yoga or the monkey mind. So like yoga the physical part of yoga is supposed to get you so still that you can sit in a meditation pose without having to move for a long period of time.
Yeah.
So like, it's got to be great for breaking.
No, yeah.
And just in general.
No, yeah, man. I felt good when I was doing it. It's just, again, like, my day starts off immediately with a workout. Like, that's the first thing I always do.
You wake out of bed, you like plump over and do what?
No. I wake up. So I live in a condo where it has like a gym and all that stuff.
Okay.
So I literally wake up, I like brush my teeth and stuff like that. I drink like a bottle of water and I go straight downstairs and I work out. It's like the very first thing that I do before I like check my phone and all that stuff. I'm working out early in the morning.
7 days a week?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I try to take a day off, but I struggle with that. Look, today I ran the Key Biscayne Bridge. It was like 7 miles or something like that. And then like I got home and then I did arms. I worked out arms. So it's like,
shit.
I struggle with like being chill. Like I have to be doing things unless like I know that I did everything I had to do. Like I was behind on a workout, which is why I had to work out twice. So like my athletic performance is my priority.
It's the number one thing you care about.
Number one thing. So when I was doing yoga in the morning, I do my yoga at like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning. And then they had a shower there. I would shower and I'd go straight to the gym because I usually go into the gym around 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
When I would get there, dude, I'd be in the middle of like reading an email or like something and I'm ready to just pass out, bro. Because I feel so relaxed.
Yoga will do that. All right.
Yeah.
Keep it to the end, bro. Let it put you to bed.
But I need a yoga instructor though, man, to like come in at that time. Because that accountability for stretching is big for me.
Where are you at?
I'm in Hialeah Gardens.
All right, so any yoga instructors in Hialeah Gardens?
Slide.
What does bet mean, bro?
Bet?
Yeah.
Bet. What, did I write bet to you?
Nah, you've been saying it a bunch of times, and I'm like,
bet is kind of like just reassurance. Like, all right, bet.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of like, okay.
Oh, like you would bet on it.
Yeah, bet.
BET. If you could talk to anybody on your podcasts,
yeah,
who would it be?
If I could talk to anybody on my podcast, I mean, the person who's dropping in January is definitely the main person I've wanted to talk to on that podcast because that man helped change my life.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's one person I could really talk to on a podcast, man, it'd be Nipsey, bro. Nipsey Hussle.
Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, Nipsey Hussle. You know who that is? Dude.
I don't know who Nipsey Hussle is.
You know who Nipsey is, bro? Nipsey is the truth, bro. You need to look up Nipsey, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna mess with him. He's like very entrepreneur. He's a musician. He's a rapper.
Okay.
But he's like, huh? He passed away. Yeah, he passed away. Yeah, not too long ago.
Okay, I should have disclaimer has to be alive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
but that would definitely be it.
Okay,
man.
but Nipsey Hussle, all right,
definitely
cool.
be it. That dude's mind is like, yeah, like he would sit down and interview, and I'd watch his interviews, and I'd be like, bro, like, it's like this dude thinks just like how I think, like the same way, and it's like for me, it's always been super hard to like find somebody who thinks that way, and like I don't listen to music unless I can relate to it. You're never gonna catch me listening to music I can't relate to. It's really weird for me. Like I have to relate to the music, and like, bro, that guy's music is everything I listen to.
Do you use Spotify?
I use Apple Music.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Everybody's on Apple Music.
It's funny for me. Everybody's on Spotify.
All the cool kids.
Yeah, pay yo $10.99 or $9.99, whatever they charge my ass. But
yeah, I gotta switch up. Yeah, but the problem is I gotta switch.
Yeah,
I gotta get off of this platform and onto that one.
Yeah, but alive. Man, alive. Somebody would really want to interview alive. Shit, I would like to get Conor McGregor. That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
I would actually enjoy listening to you have a conversation with Conor McGregor.
Yeah, he's another person. That like the way he thinks. That I'm like, man, I relate to that. Like, okay, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy.
You're not fighting in your gym though, right?
Yeah, I fight.
You're doing cage fighting?
I don't like actually go out there and cage fight.
Okay.
But I cage fight. Yeah, like with the fighters and stuff.
So like, you grapple or you're part of the gym, meaning like it's something that you do, but you're not putting yourself in like competition. I'm
not, but definitely these YouTube guys got it figured out. It's definitely something I do for the right amount of money, like with another, like let's say artist or something like that.
Okay.
That's not like a professional fighter.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. I mean, even if it is a professional fighter, depending on for how, if the bag is right.
If the bag was right,
I
you do it.
Yeah, sure. I love it, man. I honestly, there was one battle that I battled that I got really, man, I got jerked, bro. Like bad. I got robbed really bad. It was in Texas. And I told myself, man, I quit. I was like, yo, I'm done with this. I'm like, because it's no longer in my hands. Like, I can train as hard as I want. I can be as dope as possible. But if those judges just don't like me, they're not going to vote for me, dog.
Right.
Like, I need to do something that's factual, something that's facts. If I sleep you, if I knock you out, there's no way you can say that guy won. The guy's sleeping. The guy, he's done, you know? Right. If I make a basket and it goes in, that's a point guaranteed. You can't lie about it. So with breaking, it's very opinion based, so it's tough.
Yeah, this is where I'm super interested. I want to talk about the Olympics a little bit.
So we could. So that's why I did that battle and I got robbed. And it was like in the finals. It was like 7 rounds on concrete. I freaking smoked the dude. Shout out to Sessions, who I battled. I felt like I completely won that battle by a mile. And I lost. And I was like, yo, there's no way, dog. I'm like, there's no way. So I got back home and I was like, yo, I quit. And I just started doing MMA for like a month fully. And dude, like I love doing it. It's super fun. And it sucks because I try and fit like 2 days in. Mm-hmm. And like when I can't fit it in because the breaking has to come first, I feel some type of way about it. So I would definitely love to do it.
What are you practicing?
What do you mean?
Well, it's mixed martial arts, but
everything.
Are you doing it all across the board?
Yeah, you do everything. Boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, grappling, all that. Yeah.
Is there one that you like or favor, or do you not want to tell your enemies right now?
I mean, I definitely like hands because as a kid, that's what I was doing that for fun before breaking. I was kind of just fighting.
Oh.
Yeah, when D met me, that was one of like the rules for me to be able to stay in the crew, because I think I got into a fight and like my mom called him and was like, oh, he got into a fight at school, and then D told me like, if you get into another fight or whatever, like you can't break no more. And it was literally, I never got into a fight again. 6th grade.
The power of breaking.
Yeah, dude. It was the first day of 6th grade and I got into a fight with some kid because I got transferred over to like this like little bit more, like type of school. Mm-hmm. So, and I was like shorts long enough to almost be pants, some J's that probably didn't even fit me. So I completely stood out, and I was very confrontational, and like in that moment, had a lot of pain and shit built. So
you over it now?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, definitely. I'm calm, dude. I'm calm ass dude. Unless it got to get to that point.
But breaking helped separate you from that, or just
hell yeah,
gave you confidence? What did breaking do for you?
Breaking matured me because it had to do with my pops, like my pops not being around. Mm-hmm. And breaking kind of matured me, and it's funny. It actually like made me realize like see more out of life. So like I was able to like forgive my pops and have a great relationship with him. And he's actually my business partner in the MMA side. Okay. So we own it together. So that gave me like 500 life points, man. I felt like a grown man after that. Like when I get to look at my dad, know that what happened wasn't right, but I could still forgive him and like love him. That was big for me. And like overcoming that, somebody who I had so many negative emotions for, because I wasn't fully aware of the entire story. Because you always hear 2 stories. It's your mom's story and your dad. I don't know if your parents are together, but
I'm adopted.
Oh, for real?
Yep.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude, you're a badass, bro.
I feel blessed.
You're a badass, bro.
I feel blessed.
Okay. Well, yeah. So like, my mom would always tell me something, and then I would never hear my dad's side. So then I learned that there's A side, B side, and then the truth. So you kind of come up with the truth, and I came up with the truth. They're both wrong. They're both wrong. My mom's hella hard to deal with. Mom got an attitude. I love you, Mom, but you got an attitude. And my dad just, wasn't kind of like putting up with it. And he made some stupid choices, but again, to be able to like look him in the eyes, forgive him, and love him, and like move forward, man, I've been able to overcome everything in life, bro. After that.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
You're the second person I know, like out of my buddy Gary, same thing. He had a rough time with his dad. They were split up, ended up becoming friends with his dad, now does business with his dad.
Crazy.
And their relationship is
bro. Me and my dad are homeboys.
That's what's up, man.
It's not son and it's not father and son. It's like homeboys. Like we're homeboys, which is dope. I appreciate that.
Dang, man.
The Olympics?
Yeah.
Go. Shoot.
Breakdancing for me was super controversial, as it sounds like it is for you.
Yeah.
With judges, I always was like, all right, so I show up to a competition and I take 3rd place versus 1st. What are the main categories and differences? And then like then I would watch other competition and I'd be like, but I'm also biased because some people were not part of my crew.
Yeah.
So what's going to how do you judge an Olympic sport? Same panels? It's a panel of groups?
Yeah.
5? Is it still going to be 5?
So that's the reason why the topic is still a little like sensitive in regards to like there's a lot of missing pieces.
Mm-hmm.
All we did was get inducted into the Olympics. Like they for sure want us there.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of work to be done. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of work to be done. How they're going to score it, who's going to do it, how they're going to do it, all that stuff, who's going to do it, who's going to be involved with it. It's a lot. It's a lot that's going to go behind it. Because as of right now, from what I know, there's not like a set way of doing it.
There's 4 years to get it done, though, right?
3 years now.
Okay. Oops.
2021, we're right here.
Oops, gone.
Yeah. So we have 3 years. So 2021 is when we sit down and have probably another conversation. It's going to be different because a lot of key players that are involved right now are probably not going to be involved. And it's going to be a whole different topic because I feel like people have a misconception that it's going to get like polarized or, it's going to hit like the media again and get all messed up. And it's like, we're already in the media. Like we're already there, We have access to control how it gets portrayed though.
Were you talking about breaking?
Yeah, breaking. Yeah, like I feel like they think that it's going to hit like a Beach Street thing again where it's going to be called breakdancing and it's going to be the electric boogaloo. Like, no, man.
I don't know why people hate on that. I mean, I get, but it worked.
Yeah,
it worked.
Duh.
It worked. It got me to get into breaking, which is what you want. You want more people breaking.
Yes. That's why I'm saying people have this misconception of that shit where it's like people, me personally, I don't care if like the breaking community like cancels me for saying what I just said, but like, duh, who cares if it's called breakdance? Like, who cares?
So I also understand.
Duh, I don't.
It's a dance. It's a dance.
It's a dance.
It was called breakdance. What was it called? B-boying? Wait, is that what they wanted?
Is that what they was B-boying? Yeah. Now they're calling it breaking to be gender friendly, which is to me the most correct term. Breaking. Yeah, fine. I'm cool with that. But like, breakdance is okay. It's what people already know us by. Right. What is the big issue? It's not like it sounds corny. Breakdance, that doesn't sound corny. Right. Like we just make it corny, but breakdance is fine. Like they're not saying like, I don't know, like insulting us. This was probably somebody who just was like, okay, breaking, b-boying, let's just put it with dance, breakdance, and they just came up with that word. Yep. Like, dude, it worked. Leave it. It's fine. There's not a problem. As long as we keep the essence of it true, like the way we actually break and get down, then cool. And if you want to correct people on the terminology, cool. But there was so much time wasted on that. Right. Then to actually get the shit done, that's my problem. If it's going to hinder productivity, then dude, it's not the priority right now. It's just not. But regardless, breakdancing, breaking, b-boying, b-girling, call it whatever you want, bro.
Did you like electric boogaloo?
Yeah, of course. It's like the freaking foundation to a lot of this shit.
That's what started me, man. It changed my life. Yeah. I saw breaking, electric boogaloo, and Beach Street, and my style, like shell tops. I'm still rocking shell tops to this day. Like, changed the way I felt about life. Yeah. It changed me. It changed you. Yeah, a movie changed you. Yeah. That same thing happened to me.
It's crazy.
With breaking, and I was like so far off the beaten path, but I got there. I came to Miami, and they helped. They helped out a lot. Shout out to my shoulder.
That's from doing the coin drops off camera.
Yeah.
I saw.
I fell in front of everybody. It's so disappointing. I was at a skate park earlier, not breakdancing. Breaking.
You're gonna get canceled, bro. Cancel the Chris Headshot podcast.
You can't cancel me, bro. Nobody's even watching.
He called it breakdance. Cancel. Oh my god.
Is there still a lot of drama in the community?
Oh, right now it's bad, bro.
Because of the Olympics?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, this is something that we could talk about off cameras, but there's a lot of people getting caught doing the wrong things, bro. Yeah, so.
Okay, yeah, off camera, heard.
Yeah. With that being said, just be a good person and do good, man. That's it. It's very simple, dog. Like, just be a good person, be good, and don't live an Instagram life. Live real life.
Yeah, real
That's
life's
the
way
problem,
better.
dog. That's the problem. Everybody's living this Instagram picture perfect life. Like, dog, that's not the way you're living, bro.
Yeah.
Like, just be real. Live life for real, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll definitely say that as an older person. Do it.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the struggle.
Facts.
The struggle is what makes it all worth it in the end, like you were saying earlier.
Yeah. I appreciate the journey. Big time.
Is it any other like business advice? Like don't try and pop off too quick. Like I was gonna say, like for me, it was all the kids in high school that like were the cool kids, and then as soon as they were done high school, they were not the cool kids anymore.
Yeah.
And then the nerds became the cool kids, and I was like, oh, watch out for these nerds. They're gonna run everything.
Yeah. One of my big mentors, he has a saying. When we sit down and we talk, one time he told me, he was like, that people that get there like that, it's like dope money. It comes quick, leaves quicker. And he's like, but you and me, the way we rep, it's a slow, but a for sure. So it's slow. It's a slow process, but it's guaranteed. It's for sure. Bro, when he said that, being at his level, I was like, chilling.
Wow.
Chilling. I even, if anything, I relaxed even more.
Yeah,
I relaxed even more.
That's a very relaxing statement to come from that dude.
Yeah, but it's true. And when he put that into perspective for me, being in his position, I was like, let me chill out. So I started getting a little bit more sleep. I wasn't so much in a rush. You get me? Because I caught myself in a rush and then hit the bottom real quick, you know? So I'm definitely very appreciative that things just don't come that easy for me. Like, I have to really work and fight and struggle to get to where I want to get to. And I appreciate that because I learn. And then I get to teach it. I get to, put the young ones on, people coming up like under me or like right beside me. I can still give them that like knowledge, and be able to like help them out.
What's your favorite current gem?
Favorite current gem?
Gem.
Gem?
Yeah, like
saying?
It could be a saying, or like he just put you onto this one. For me, it's just stop thinking and just do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
It's big. It's fucking huge.
Too many people are like, oh, I don't have the. Just stop and just start doing it, and then start worrying about the problems as you like. For me, it's teaching people how to brand themselves, and they're like, oh, I'm afraid to talk on video. I'm like, just do it once.
Yeah.
Then look at it like breaking,
fix it.
and then fix it.
Yeah.
Cool. Next one.
Yeah. Definitely slow, but for sure is a big one of mine. And also, if you stay in your lane, there's no traffic. That's a big one for me too. Like staying in your lane, like there's no traffic, That's like what you have figured out, your vision, your goals, your aspirations, your business endeavors. Like it's all you, it's authentic, it's innovative. If you're doing your own shit, there's no way for there to be any traffic unless, you're jumping onto what everybody's doing. Like one of the biggest things, and I don't knock anybody who does this stuff, but like Forex. Are you into Forex? Do you do Forex?
I am actually looking at it, but one of my mentors, I'll tell you after, but go ahead.
But yeah, like I feel like I definitely believe Forex has a very big positive upside to it, but there's also that like jump on the bandwagon side to it, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, a lot of people making their money off of memberships.
Yes, exactly. And you see me, I'm the type of person of like, okay, but the way I think, the way my mind is programmed is, how do we sell people memberships? How do we get to the top? Do we have to create like our own like program? Okay, how do we do it? Let's hire somebody to create the program. Let's get at the top, and then let's have all these people sell their memberships. That's the way I think. I don't think like, let me get under somebody's brand, sell memberships under their brand. No, let's partner up at the top. Let's get to the top, and then let's do what they're doing. Just do it our way. That way you get in your own lane. You feel what I'm saying? That's right. What I'm talking about, getting in your own lane. So I just think people are afraid of innovation. And going back to your quote, a lot of people, they just think and not do instead of don't think and just do. So I think that's been a big factor in like my career. So those two sayings, slow but for show, and you stay in your lane, there's no traffic, those things keep me going every day.
You ever read the book Think and Become Rich?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Of course. I'm reading one right now. It's Shut Up and Listen. I forgot who's the I forgot who it is, but it's good.
I want to read that. It's one of my biggest things, I think, concerning this podcast. Is one of my biggest things that I have to do is just shut up and listen most of the time. I'm hoping.
Yeah, Shut Up and Listen is it looks like it's a dope book. So I'm gonna dive into it now. I just finished reading. It was like how to get the most out of like meetings. I feel like as a business owner, like I'm pretty sure you too, most of my day is spent meeting with people, like whether it's on the phone or in person or with my team and shit like that. So there's times where like a meeting would go like 2 hours, shouldn't have been 2 hours, should have been like a 15-minute meeting. So I had to, educate myself on that. And one thing that I do is I study people that like are at a level that I'm at. And like I would literally Google, like, let's say Nipsey, somebody I really look up to. I would look up books that Nipsey would read, that Nipsey read, because he would talk about it. And I'd get the list and be like, boom, I need to read all those books. Because he's where I'm trying to be at. So I need to get whatever knowledge he has and take it. Moy, another person that I look up to, if he's on here, shout out to Moy. Whatever books that he reads, boom, Shut Up and Listen. That was one of the books that I saw him post. Boom, I got to get that book. I got to read that book. Damn. So like I study what these people do to then be able to create my own shit. You get me? It's kind of like a somebody who draws. They trace something first, and then they make their own. So that's kind of how I see it.
First combo.
Fuck, that was left. First combo. I think first combo was like windmill. I think it was like windmill swipe or some shit like that, or windmill turtle, something like that. I'm not too sure.
Jackhammer's windmill, flare, 6-step.
That was your first
top
combo?
rock. Yeah,
I could do it. You know, it's crazy. And if you are on here and you battle me, you're gonna use this shit against me. But I can't jackhammer, dog.
Yo, jackhammer.
It's just because I don't want to learn them for some reason. I have to learn them though. I'm gonna practice them tomorrow. Frankie has them shits on lock.
Bro, if my wrists were not broken,
them shits are hard,
I would be so back for it, man.
My boy Tata, you know Tata. You've seen Tata. Dude, that shit is on another level.
Any country in particular you really want to battle? That
I really want to battle at?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
if you could, like, Rocky versus, Russia. I mean, like, so for me it would be I really want to dominate over Korea because I think Koreans are the best.
Really?
but I'm also old school and I'm thinking Battle of the Year like 1993.
Yeah. You know what? I think France was definitely one because there's this thing with like US and France. I don't know what it is, but like, dude, when I was stepping out on that stage, I was like literally getting booed. So to win and beat like their guy, like the dude was from France, like the head dude. So to like do that was dope. That was dope because at the end of it's kind of like my boy Mazuda. He has like a great saying. He was like, I want to perform and be able to shut everybody up to the point where like you can drop a needle and be able to hear it like in the arena. Like that's the shit that I strive for. So like I'm down to go to France and battle you where you're popping at and just silence everybody. That's the shit I look forward to. And it was done, so it was cool. It was fun. I don't really have anywhere to like really do it at right now. So, but that was fun.
What has been the biggest shift for you during COVID?
The biggest shift. Man. Excuse me. Honestly, appreciating technology for like what it offers. Like that was a big shift because we have such a physical business. Like, teaching breaking it's a physical thing. To be able to get innovative and create an entire online program that actually is not just beneficial to us as a company, but to the entire world, because I realized at that point that breaking MIA was bigger than just a breaking school in Miami. It can become a world-renowned brand who can reach the masses on any corner of the world. So a big shift of mine was the technology part, where we were able to create an online program and teach kids all over the world from the comfort of our studio, our space. So that was a really big shift. Like me being able to realize Pitt, has another great saying where he says, utilize it, don't let it utilize you. And it's true. I felt that shift where I was like, wait, while everybody's here caught up on TikTok and doing all these things, I'm like, how do I keep this business afloat? It goes back to it's dependent off me. I'm not dependent of somebody else. Yeah. So I was able to kind of shift my mind and go, all right, bet we're no longer a breaking school in Miami. We're a worldwide brand. So we started to during COVID, both of the people I was working with, like, they didn't get fired. They didn't get like a pay cut or any of that stuff. As a matter of fact, we were actually paying breakers during the pandemic, like the heavy parts of the pandemic, to go on our IG live and teach a workshop and do a Q&A. We had great people on. We had Nord Diamond, we had Pocket, we had Box One, we had Lorenzo, we had Logistics, we had Flea Rock and Venom. Like, yeah, dude, we had some really dope workshops going on. So that was pretty much the shift. I feel like it really brought out like that hustler in me, you know, kind of like put me to the test.
Moved everything to technology. Yeah,
big time. And it also let me appreciate the physical part of it too, man. Because when parents were able to start coming in again, it was like, wow, you know, because we're not a business, you know, we're a business, but we treat all of our clients like family. Like every mom that walks in, their name is mom. All the dads that walk in, their name is pops. Like every time a dad walks in, like, what's up, pops? Hey, what's up, mom? We treat them like family, you know? So to be able to have them back with us was really big, you know? Because we feed off that energy.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Nobody call me uncle, okay? I walk in that place. Nobody do that.
What they do, huh?
Yeah, I don't want that.
What's out the windows you was talking about?
No, I still got it. Any future travel plans?
Travel plans. I was actually supposed to go to Texas yesterday, but I got into a car accident and that was whack. That was trash. So
yeah, car accidents are trash.
Yeah,
did you get a lawyer?
Getting one.
Good.
Starting tomorrow, Monday.
Good.
It was on Christmas, dude. What a way to start Christmas, dog.
Oof.
Yeah. Got into a car accident. I was supposed to go to Texas for the award show that's happening with my boy Moy over at his company Break Free Worldwide. And I was just going to go over there and like help out and just train with him. He's like one of the people that trains me. Mm-hmm. So that was like the plan that I had.
You and I both know Jessica. Who's Donkey?
Jessica
Aguilar. Donkey. Who's Donkey Boy?
Donkey Boy. Oh, he's an artist.
Oh, he's an artist.
He's based out of Houston, Texas. He works with Break Free. He's real close with Moy. Dude's freaking dude. He's creative as shit, bro. Yeah. Talented dude.
That's what's up.
Talented dude. I don't know who you're talking about though. Jessica who?
No, Jessica Aguilar. She's friends with Donkey Boy.
Sounds so familiar. I don't know.
It was actually what brought me back to like hanging out with you, or at least reaching out to you again. She was in Texas. She just bought a house in Texas. She's a fighter for UFC.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Jessica, I'm so sorry. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm tripping.
And then yeah, that's what put me back on to reaching back out to you more, aside from talking to Jet and D, and Halloween, because Halloween is normally when I get back with the family. Even though I separate.
Red Ninjas.
Yeah, man, it's my favorite part.
Red Ninjas.
I fucking love it. It's the coolest part because you get to. I mean, essentially, before COVID, it was the only time you could wear a mask, and walk into places.
Very true, and not be known.
Not be known, and like not so like. Pre-COVID, if you walked, it's illegal for you to walk into places with a mask.
Yeah, 100%.
So this whole thing got weird for me immediately, and awesome because I wanted to be a ninja my whole life. So I was like, tall ninjas everywhere. Just throw smoke bombs, dip out. But bro, thanks so much for coming over.
No, hell yeah, man. Thank you, bro. This was dope. This is fun. Proud of you, bro. This is amazing.
Thanks, man.
Good job, man. To be in like this space, knowing that it's yours, like. From you like having it at your actual house to like having your own independent space, utilizing it to its maximum potential. Like, I'm proud of you, bro.
Thanks,
good job,
man.
I appreciate you. Yeah, man. It's not easy.
Bro, if people just keep getting up and striving for whatever they want, eventually you'll get it. You just got to keep reaching for it.
Hell yeah. Yeah. It might not take if I'm going to leave anybody with anything that could like help you or whatever, like, yo, do not compare your life to something that you see on social media, man. Like, yo, it's such a big thing, guys, for real. Like, everything that you're seeing on social media, it's very fake. Like, again, I reference Pitt a lot because the dude's so knowledgeable. He says, reality TV is to reality what socializing is to social media. Like, it doesn't exist, bro. Like, social media is to socializing what reality TV is to reality. Like, it doesn't exist. It's fake, bro. Like, a lot of this, everything, you get a picture, you Photoshop it, you filter it, you make it look a certain way, and then, that's not really what you're seeing in person, and like vacations that are being taken that are not coming out of that person's pocket, or they are, and they're going in debt, things that they're buying that they're going in debt for. A lot of these things, a lot of the times they have sponsors on the back end making you think that they're out there spending their cash, buying that Lambo, buying those shoes, purchasing that home. I'm gonna let y'all know right now, there's a thing called investors, and there's people on the back end putting up all that money for them to live that life, for you to think that they're living like that, and it's not true. So that's definitely one of the biggest things for me, dog. Like, just get up, do the work. It's gonna take you a lot longer than what you actually thought. I'm letting you know right now, it's just the truth. It's gonna take you a lot longer than what you thought, but again, like Pitt said, it's a slow but for sure. You're gonna get there eventually. Like, look at you, bro. How long you been doing headshots for?
Bro, 6 years now.
Bro, 6 years. So, Look, it took 6 years for you to get your own space.
Yep.
And you've been doing headshots grinding for a minute because I follow you. I see you. You're always grinding.
Every day.
So, imagine.
3 times a day.
So, imagine that, guys. Imagine that. 6 years of grinding every day, and he just got his spot. Like, yo, that's hard. Like, that means that you had to put in work.
We did.
You had to put in work, though. So
I can't wait to talk about this conversation off camera.
Yeah.
and find out the parts that I really want to know. I'm sorry I can't get it to y'all, but I gotta end this thing so I can hear
what's really going on.
Hear what's going down, because I've been out of it for a minute.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, dude, thanks for coming. I appreciate you,
bro.
man.
You already know.
So much.
And on camera, shout out to you, bro. You like Chris actually gave me like my very first headshots ever. Like, when I was like that kid coming up, didn't have any money, couldn't afford it, and I knew what your talent was worth, bro. So, like, thank you. I still use that shit to this day.
Yo, when you're
even
ready to
though
update,
I look completely different.
Yeah, when you're ready to update, bro, let's do it today.
But he gave me my first headshot when I was getting flown out to go to San Diego. Like, I needed a parent, and I needed some guy. I was so young. I needed a parent, and I needed somebody to document the trip, and he took the trip with me. And you covered the hotel. I remember that too. You covered the hotel because we didn't have they didn't do the reservation rate, and you covered the hotel. So I appreciate that, bro. I don't forget that stuff. So thank you.
One day, bro, I'm gonna get to see you take over France and dominate.
Hell yeah. Guaranteed.
I'm looking forward to it, man.
Guaranteed.
Bro, peace.